I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Hey! Oh!
Check out the Marcus and Manny show. I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous. Oh, we're back. Code open. Just intro. What a switch in the mood. But it doesn't matter. It's 316 day. Which means Manny was doing math for 1 minute before we're late 1 minute because Manny was doing math because that's the cool thing to do on 316 day.
Yeah, so, well, first of all, let's discuss the thumbnail.
Yeah.
There was nothing to make, so it was Gigi, who did really nothing, but it fit the title of HBK announces NXT Women's Championship ladder match because you had a qualifier. And then Taya Valkyrie being all elite.
It does fit the title.
And Jade have the same finisher.
Ooh, the plot thickens, but this just doesn't matter. She's gonna lose, and then she's gonna be on AEW Dark for the rest of her life. This is it, the ultimate clash: black versus white, Canadian versus American, TBS champion versus Impact Knockouts Tag Team champion. Don't know how that correlates, but it does announce everything. Taya Valkyrie's on every single wrestling show now. Within a year.
I feel like they're doing the exact same thing on NXT.
And the plot has thickened. Black versus white. Minnesota is technically Canada anyway, the way they talk. And Carmelo Anthony. American. This is where we're at. This is the same spot. Oh no, I feel like the home invasion would have been my thumbnail. Just because it's the home invasion.
Yeah, and I feel like Candice did nothing.
Candice did nothing. I'm shocked she was not watching TV. Gargano is a horrible husband. Did he leave his phone? Could he not just call his wife and say, hey, Grayson was outside. Maybe you should call the police. Instead,
I feel like he had multiple traffic violations during the process of that.
Yeah, I feel like it took him 2 hours to get there. It took him about 2 hours. The show starts at, 8 or 5, wherever you at. And then he leaves at about, 5 or 8:08 in a heartbreak. He leaves around that time, and he doesn't get there until like the end of the show.
So Marcus highlighted that I was doing some math before the start of the show.
Yes.
It was to see who's more deserving of the Hall of Fame.
Here we go. But here's Manny trying to kick people out the Hall of Fame. Oh no, I think this is me.
Stacy Keibler between 2000 and 2005 had 74 alleged matches and won 23 of them.
This does not count house shows. This does not count house shows. We do not count house shows.
I don't know how that works out because I feel like that should be higher. Whereas Duke the Dumpster Drosy across his career between 94 and apparently 2019, where he came out of retirement, has a 61.2%.
Who declared one more match? Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off. 62%.
Yeah.
He should be in the Hall of Fame. That man's had more impact in my life in his wrestling than any other Hall of Famer.
And it is, of course, 316 day.
Yes. So, sugar beer.
To crack some cold ones.
Yes.
Ooh, ASMR. Ooh.
Oh, that's brisk, baby. Here we go.
I can't do it.
You're not gonna drink it
it's
Austin
messy.
style here. Yeah. You're drinking like an adult, like Steve Austin. There it is. Go, 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 go. Don't strangle, don't strangle, don't strangle. He did it. He did it!
Don't do that, kids. Drink
That's the story of a champion right there. Do it, kids. Manny will drive it later.
Yeah.
But to get back to the stat, the rumor to Stacy Keibler get into the Hall of Fame. There's no reason for her to get into the Hall of Fame. Her main attribute, she has legs and knows how to use them. That's it. That's it. She has no reason to get in there.
Was being Tori Wilson's side piece.
Yeah. Tori Wilson, she turned to Stacy basically into a Janetti. Stacy and Dewey, she went ballet for the Dudleys.
I'd rather put in Al Wilson than Stacy Keibler.
I mean, he had more of an impact in his career. Al Wilson died on TV. And then died again in real life.
Proper news. No real proper news unless you consider Butch to receive a gimmick change by the end of 2023. He was supposed to be when Triple H came into power in summer 2022. He was supposed to go back to Pete Dunne, but however, the Butch thing really took off with the Brawling Brutes, so they kind of just left it as it is for now. But you can
Vince is right. Hashtag Vince is right.
Yeah, you can gradually see Pete Dunne returning to who he was as the months went on. So I expected probably after Mania, this whole Brawling Brutes thing just stops, and we move into like another Sheamus versus McIntyre feud.
Yeah. Which continues this Friday on SmackDown.
Yeah.
For the 1 millionth time and maybe the last time ever. Sheamus and McIntyre hits each other hard tonight. Winner goes fight Gunther. But
so
the main thing about that,
there's updates on Brock versus Gunther as well, which we'll cover after your point.
Okay, so with the Pete Dunne thing, it's fine. Butch, fine. It's the same thing. Let's give him just more in-ring time. That's all I want. Let's get him back on TV. Because I feel like him and the Brutes have not been on TV, and you guys need to leave Ridge Holland alone. I don't know why Woods had to release statements like this. This is ridiculous.
It would support him, though.
Yeah. He supported him and said, man, he's just a man trying to make a meal, trying to live his life. I'm paraphrasing for sure. Leave him alone. The Big accidents happen. It's not a racist. He's a good friend of mine. So this is all paraphrase. This isn't quotes. But he did comment on it and was like, support Ridge.
Yeah, support Ridge. I mean, do you know what? It's devastating for the person that got the injury. But then it's also like it hits you also as a performer because realistically their job is to look after each other. They put their bodies on the line for our entertainment. And like if you injured someone, like it can knock you unless you're a complete arsehole. Like it can knock your confidence a bit.
Yeah, and just imagine you hear this mistake that you made, horrible mistake, every single day. Because that's the only thing he's kind of known for in wrestling. Like, he's had his NXT run, he had his NXT UK and all that, but the only thing he technically known in wrestling for, his lifelong dream to be a professional wrestler, is for injuring Big E, a beloved wrestler. And that's probably going to go with him his entire life. Whether he goes to 50-year-old at a wrestling convention, he's going to probably get the question of, so, you injured Big E? He piece of shit.
And then, so there's this tiny update on Brock Lesnar Gunther. So it was allegedly put down on the plan that it was supposed to happen this year at WrestleMania, but that got scrapped at the end of the year last year. So someone, according to Sports Illustrated, the belief within WWE is that Gunther needs another year before conquering a star the caliber of Brock Lesnar. and they think that that may happen at WrestleMania 40, which would cement Gunther as one of the top stars in the passing of the torch moment from Brock to Gunther.
Wow, we're thinking about WrestleMania 40 right now.
Yeah.
That's a little early. It's a little early. We need to get to 39 and hang the stuff that's going on there and a sell to the side if this is going to happen. I think they should have did it this year, and it wouldn't have hurt or helped anybody. It wouldn't have helped. Excuse me. It wouldn't have hurt Gunther or hurt Brock Lesnar this year if it would have happened. I feel like it's time.
It makes you think that probably Brock is going to win at WrestleMania 39.
No,
he's not losing to
Omos.
I don't think Omos is the guy to pass the torch to.
No, he's not. This is Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez. This is Floyd Mayweather versus the Big Show. this is the
showcase match.
Yeah, it's a showcase match. This is a real thing. Let's just not lose this.
All right. Let's move into today's show. AEW. MJF gets his bar mitzvah on. He gets his bar mitzvah on until he is interrupted by the remaining other pillars, Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, and Sammy Guevara. I would say Darby Allin and maybe Sammy Guevara deserve to be out there. Jungle Boy, what are you doing out there?
No, Manny, I'm not. If we want to go with televised stuff, Jungle Boy deserves to be out there because he eliminated Turtleneck Christian Cage out of his life. He ended that out of his life. The rest of the two, Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin, haven't done shit in months. Think about what Guevara's doing. He's teamed with Jericho and lost multiple times. Darby Allin used to hang around Sting, kind of doesn't anymore. Went off to go film something, I think, and quit. He either quit on TV or some shit. Took some time off. He's back. He don't deserve a title shot. No one out there had any claim to that title. None.
Yeah, and then Jungle Boy says everyone has to watch MJF do the same hokey bullshit every week after week, while the rest of them are stuck on Dark, Elevation, and Rampage, while everything is handed to MJF. I don't think he's been on those shows, is what he said. Why would he be? MJF,
yeah, why would I be? I'm a star. Yeah, why would I be on trash? I'm sorry, Jungle Boy, that you've been on trash shows, that you've been left in the dark multiple times. But, sir, you are not entertaining. You are not. And their mic skills today prove me right. I don't know why he's critical of someone's success. I'm sorry you're successful, but he just had to work for everything he had.
Sammy said MJF kissed his ass. Kissed ass to get to AEW. Well, he had to crawl his ass there, and when he got there, he was told he was supposed to be just the Inner Circle's job guy and to take bumps for Chris Jericho. MJF thanks him for making time in his busy schedule of getting into locker room brawls with everyone.
I understood that shot, but Manny, in full TV, did any of this make sense?
Not really.
Did any of it make sense? Because everybody gets in brawls in the locker room in the back. Look at Hangman Page later. Him in the Dark Order. Just having brawls in the back. Everybody has brawls in the back.
Darby said he went to film school and all this other nonsense, but he makes light of those that complain on Twitter when they don't get what they want, and then they wait till their contracts end so they can start talking about how does MJF phrase it? How does he phrase it? I can't even remember.
How did he phrase what? How did he phrase what? We'll get it out of you, man.
It's when they talk about his contract ending in 2024.
Yeah. The great
but he has
the great bidding war of 2024.
The bidding war of 2024. There you go. I don't know why I struggled with that. MJF tells him enough. He removes the hat and glasses. The dude looked legit like he'd been killed.
Yeah.
He looked like he's actually had his nose broken. No, he looked like a panda. That's what he looked like.
He looked like shit.
Disease. He looked like shit.
Man, I can't believe you glossed over the best part of Darby Allin's promo. He shot a film that his teacher said is not appropriate for school, and he quit the next day. What film, Manny, did he shoot?
Cocaine Bear.
I feel that school. I feel like they would have allowed anything, even if he shot Cocaine Bear. They were like, "Oh, that's a masterpiece on a high school budget."
Actually, probably he was behind Morbius. That's probably what it was. he was the brains behind Black Adam, or
I would like to say, I want to say the film is The Eternals, the movie that nobody wants to ever bring up again. At least Morbius live in infamy. The Eternals, you just go like, God damn it, what was that? Still can't finish it. Most people can't finish it. You can't get to the end.
I think 700. No, bigger milestone is 750. 750 subscribers. We will either watch Morbius or Eternals.
Oh, are you trying to kill us? Are you trying to kill me? I can't go through. I can go through Morbius. No. I can live. I haven't seen Morbius, but I can live through Morbius.
This has replay value. It has replay value because you can go to sleep with the sharpshooters. Or go to sleep with the Untitled Manny and Marcus show.
Sharpshooters at the GTS. Kenta's already upset. They're playing the Eternals? That's so much better go to sleep. Oh. The Eternals are so boring. You may fall asleep and not wake up. That's how boring that shit is. They'll put you in that.
Forget Joe Hendry hitting someone with a Dreamcast. I'm going to hit them with a Blu-ray of Morbius or Eternals. MJF,
but he had to have Phil porn. He had to have Phil porn. That's what I'm had to be a porno. I'm sure Eric saw it. Oh, I see that Darby Allin film. Saw that stepmom and that teacher.
He says that he's got Jungle Jabroni, Dangerous Dobbs, the incel, skateboarder mime. Sammy, I'm going to propose to a new girl in 7 months, Guevara. Guevara points out, didn't your fiance leave you? He says he's going to leave. He says he's beaten all three in singles competition and they don't deserve a sniff at his title. He wants his cake. And then a small brawl breaks out and then MJF falls through the table and gets caked.
Comedy. No, but he'll fall to the cake. I would have duck.
I've not seen that.
Good.
At least that has a degree of comedy to it.
It does.
Maybe.
The other two movies are sad. Sad.
There's three choices there.
I'm down for Howard the Duck. I'm down for Howard the Duck. It goes this order. Howard the Duck, Morbius, Eternals. I don't have that much fucking time in my life to put 2 Eternal viewings in my lifetime. And maybe 3 because I remember falling asleep the first time. I don't have 3.
No, I put it on if you know those nights where you're just laying in bed and then your mind is completely awake. You're staring at the ceiling because you can't sleep.
Yeah.
Put on Disney Plus. Just find the Eternals. You'll be out within 20 minutes.
Out like a light. That's the first song. They should have chosen that as the opening song in the soundtrack. Like a light. I was out like a light. Anyway, back to this segment. So we don't get distracted with this shit. I thought it was a 5 segment. And then I looked at there the 4 quote unquote pillars. I feel like I can only make money with 1 or 2 of those people. Sammy's trash. I can do nothing.
Yeah, I think you can only make money. You can only make money with MJF and Darby as the new Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, if Darby has to kill himself and make some of his vignettes, I'm 100% down. MJF can talk anybody into a room. He's an actual pro wrestler. The other two, not so good. And I'm so sick of hearing the speech. This sounds like I really hate this segment. It's not true. I'm fine with the segment, but I'm bitching about. Yeah, it sounds like I'm bitching a lot. I just realized that. But I enjoyed the segment. But Sammy Guevara bitching. I spent 10 years on the If I have to hear that story of every single wrestler on every single wrestling show, I do not give a damn. I'm just saying. I'm just tired of hearing it. I paid my dues. I spent 10 years on the indies. Ooh, this is your indie speech. Go ahead. You know who else did that? Every other wrestler here. Every wrestler here. MJF is a success. Logan Paul, success. Seth Rollins, 10 years on the indies. Ron Moxley, I spent years on the indies. I just don't care. Don't give me that speech. If you want me to care about you, don't give me that speech. Because right now, if you spend 10 years on the indies, that's like spending 10 years in the XFL or minor league baseball. You were never good enough to make it anyway. Tired of hearing that speech.
So we move into the first match tonight, which is Hangman and the Dark Order versus the Blackpool Combat Club. The match was fine. Moxley chokes out Stu Grayson, who I thought left the AEW.
He did, but he realized the demand out there on the indies. Somebody really requested Stu Grayson. Oh, this match gets a strike, Manny. It gets a strike.
What?
It sounds like I'm really down on Dynamite, but it gets a strike. Even Uno had no shirt on again. Whenever I see him with no shirt on.
Wait. It's an instant strike if he has no shirt on.
Yes.
This man is feeling himself now that he can wear no shirt.
No, Manny, he was in better shape before. He was in better shape before he stopped wearing the shirt. Yeah.
No, the shirt he wore was keeping it all tucked in, like a doublet would. Like a doublet will pull it in and make it all tighter. That's what it would do. Whereas now he's feeling himself. He's like, I don't need to wear a shirt anymore. I feel good about my body. And we, as fellow fat people, should accept that and let him do his business.
This is television, Manny. Fat people don't exist on television. Unless they're in a wonky California. Unless they're in the comedy relief. Keith Lee is comic relief. Keith Lee is comic relief. He's basically Chris Farley on this show to me. That guy a little
Jake Cargill versus.
And by the way, have we got an end to him and Swerve or what? What's going on with this?
Marcus has officially ruined Evil Uno for me. First of all, Maurice, why do you care so much about Evil Uno?
You know what? I sympathize with Maurice right there because you know what? Unlike you and Eric, I supported the Dark Order from the way back when they originally showed up at Double or Nothing and said this could work. So far, really? It has not. When
those lights turn out and I saw the Dark Order appear, I was like, nope, I want nothing to do with this.
Originally, I said, you know what? I'm willing to take the time to get behind this. As time went on, it seemed like it got worse. It got worse. Brody Lee showed up. It was all right. It was tolerable. Then he died. Then it got worse. And then it got worse. And now here we are with Evil Uno without his shirt on. Get him the fuck off my TV. Strike.
Then we move into Jade Cargill versus Nicole Matthews. She was supposed to be the hottest thing from Canada to face Jade Cargill. This match happened. Renee interviews Jade, still looking for competition. She kisses Renee, and then out comes Taya Valkyrie, and then she leaves.
I have a million questions for this segment. One, do you have the wrestler's name?
Yeah,
the lady she beat?
Nicole Matthews.
Nicole Matthews. Manny, the story from Excalibur, busting it on the indies all this time. Apparently, Winnipeg is desperate for talent.
At this point, this one person that needs to shut the fuck up because he normally tells you the story of the individual that's coming in to wrestle, but Excalibur should have shut the fuck up this time.
Yeah, he spent 10 years on the indies, busting it waiting on.
There was no story he was going to tell us in that short amount of time that Jade Cargill meant to work.
Yes.
Jade Cargill went to work instantly and just like, this woman, I don't ever want to see this woman appear in wrestling ever again.
Yeah, Winnipeg is hurt for talent if this is the case. Canada, I empathize for you. You only have Natty now. You only have Natty at this point because they did an open challenge for Canada. All of Canada. And he said this will be the best talent. It's an open challenge to anybody. It doesn't matter. The best. This lady is waiting in the ring. She has a match that lasts all of 35 seconds. And I'm going like, that was the best Canada had to offer. She hyped us up last week as if anybody could come down and challenge her. And you do have your speculations, a predictable thing. Taya and Valkyrie would have came down and been in the match. They have a back and forth battle. Everybody goes, this is awesome, fight forever. The end. But no, we get Nicole Matthews out here who just dies. Why did Taya answer this no challenge?
It raises the question, though. At what point do you end this streak? Do you get to 100? Do you have the full Goldberg run? Defeat the Goldberg run? What do you do? Because Jade has to at some point challenge for the real title. She can't be just fighting these bums for the TBS title.
So are you already excusing Taya from not winning the TBS title, Manny? Because that's what you just did. You just basically dismissed her because you said she had to stop fighting bums. Taya came down there and appeared to be you have a new challenger.
The TBS title is the title for bums, and I honestly think the person that sounds bad, but the person I think that will probably take the title of her, and it probably will go full circle, will be when she's fit and returned from injury, is Chris Statlander.
Again, a title for bums. But I don't feel she's right to be Jade. I feel the next person that beats Jade for this title, I think Jade should just relinquish the title and go for the main title at this point. I feel like it's the only person I'm satisfied with. There's both. No one.
She's got to carry both. I think.
I'm giving a champ.
You need to get rid of the TBS title.
Yeah.
Just get rid of that title. Have a what do you call it? A merger of the belts.
And when people clamor the WWE needs a women's intercontinental title, no, you don't, because this is what it would look like. It's Jade Cargill versus bums. Rest in peace, Nicole Matthews, who's been busting on indies all in Canada for her whole life to get her 1 minute of fame. For me to forget her name already.
If you watched ETE yesterday, Jamal was talking about WWE 2K23 and the story of the Lock, and I can't remember what the other one was. So there's a side quest
LJ.
Yeah, there's a side quest in it in the Lock where you go.
He form a Judgment Day.
You talk to Miz, and you have to pick. You have to have a mixed tag match against Miz and Maurice. And you have to pick a tag partner from Canada. You have three options. One is a made-up character of Josie Jane. You got Aaliyah.
Wait, it's not JC? It's Josie Jane.
No, there's a Josie Jane in there. You got Aaliyah, and then you got the boat.
No, absolutely not.
You got the boat Natty. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to pick the boat, and I don't want to.
That forced me to pick the boat. So you picked Josie Jane, huh?
I picked the boat. No, I picked the boat. I'm trying to play this.
You have to pick the boat in that case.
Yeah, I have to tag in and I was playing it properly. Like you have to tag in and out because if I pick Josie Jane or Aaliyah, I'm staying in the ring permanently.
But yeah, here's the question. Here's the real question, Manny. Aaliyah or Josie Jane was your number two. If they didn't have Natty and you had to pick between Aaliyah and Josie Jane, who you picking?
Josie Jane. I can't stand Aaliyah. I stand by it. I stand by my comments. Maybe in 2020, Aaliyah should have been fired.
She should have. For her to make the cuts, I don't know how she made it. Don't know how she made it. But this year's cuts, I think we got her.
We move into both Juice and Ricky Stark segments. Juice, I can't even remember what the fuck he was saying. Like it made no sense. Whatever.
I don't. Yeah, I honestly could care less. I don't. I barely remember the segment. I remember Ricky talking.
I remember Ricky because I remember this specifically because I know Jamal loves and reps the Bullet Club, but Ricky says Bullet Club was relevant in 2015 and it's 2023. Maybe he should start standing on his own 2 feet and do something for himself.
Yeah, I was like, oh, harsh words.
But Juice joined Bullet Club when it wasn't relevant.
What the fuck, Manny?
It's true.
Well, I like to say post the Elite. That's what I like to call the current state of Bullet Club. Post the Elite Bullet Club. He did join in the Jay White era. But
QTV happened.
I feel like this is still a downgrade for Ricky Starks, though. He had so much momentum when he was like, when him and MJF had in the ring was pure chemistry, and we're never gonna follow up on that. I feel like.
No, but it dropped the moment he had that JS thing. Like any momentum he had, he was on TV for a while with the JS, which is fine. But like when that finished, it was like there was nothing left for him. Now he's fighting for scraps in a very busy field of what's going on in AEW.
Yeah, can I also say fight the JAS is like putting your career in a black hole. No one comes out of that unscathed. I feel like as soon as you fight Jericho, like you're kind of done. It's kind of like that's the end of you. Like no one comes out of it. I think MJF is the only one to come out of the feud with Jericho that was like, you know what? He made it. He made it.
Then we move into QTV. We found out that former Mr. Bailey broke into Wardlow's car, Aaron Solo. This whole segment was trash. Hobb says, Wardlow, welcome to the Will's world, bitch. Nah, I'm living in Bobby's world. I'm still living in Bobby's world.
Yeah. I don't know. You're referencing that show and not anything else, right?
Yeah.
Howie Mandel show. Cool. I didn't know if you guys got that over there.
It was on Nickelodeon, I think. Nickelodeon played those on weird stuff.
Okay. That was just on basic TV for us. It wasn't even on Nickelodeon. This is it. Enjoy your Saturday morning cartoon in Bobby's World. Question.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a show like QTV? Do you have the TMZ show that basically this was a reference of?
I'm sure we do, but I don't watch it.
Okay. Cause just to give you a heads up, I don't know. That was a reference to TMZ and how they do their TV show here in America, where they just
I thought
talk about
TMZ was just was a website and like your YouTube channel. I didn't know it was an actual TV channel.
No, it's not a TV channel. It's a TV show. It's TMZ, the TV show. And it's just basically you just go to that and then they talk over there. Basically the headlines, like if you were browsing their website. And then they just talk over it on air. It's like, can you believe Kanye West beat up our cameraman? This is great. Yeah. And then they make jokes about it. And then they be like, and then they make jokes. It was like, well, maybe if Kim Kardashian ass wasn't in his way. And it's just like, just nonstop this. And none of the jokes are good.
Oh, we have shows like that. But it's more like, it's kind of more like the American night shows where it's like Tonight, the Tonight Show. And
the Tonight Show?
The other ones.
Yeah. This isn't like that at all.
Comedians do that stuff.
These aren't comedians. These are quote unquote journalists.
Just regular Joes.
Just talking. Just talking shit. Just talking shit about celebrities all day. So that's basically what this is. My main problem with this, which I found out Eric really enjoyed this segment. He was like, "This is great," and I was like, "Whatever, fuck him, fuck this segment." And I was like, my main issue with this. Hobbs just became TNT champion. Hobbs is it's just a side character. It's like just in there. They didn't explain why this is the setup. No reason why him and QT are together.
I find it difficult. I always find it difficult to have two mid-card titles in the same setting. Like it's easy to separate Raw and SmackDown with the Intercontinental or in the US title because they're two different shows and you put one on each other. But like the fact that you've got the international title and then TNT title in the same vein, then you start looking at it back in that 90s, the 99 vision of which one would you consider the European title or the hardcore title, and then the other one the Intercontinental title, because that's what I'm looking at, and I'm like the TNT's got to be the IC title in this way, but like. For me, it feels like international title has been defended way more times. Recently.
No, well, yeah, recently, for sure. Excuse me, I should have got some water. I'm gonna die.
I mean, I've got a lot of beer.
I know you got a lot of beer. Manny, pass me a beer or something. Jesus. As I choke. It doesn't work.
It's not working. It's not working. The portal is not working. The portal is not working today.
No.
That's excellent mime. For that reason, you should like the video and subscribe.
The TNT title has basically just been, every time it's defended, it's been lost to the next person. Samoa Joe, Darby Allin had it for a bit. Like, it's just back and forth of nonsense, basically. And then we have the Intercontinental or the International title, which I'm determined that's their Intercontinental title, and then the TNT title is the TV title, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but remember the WCW TV title was defended almost every week.
Yeah.
On Nitro.
Allegedly. It was on every week. Hobbs is. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing.
So Orange Cassidy versus Jeff Jarrett. I mean, how many run-ins were in this match? Like, you had a referee run-in. You had all of Jeff Jarrett's crew, the TNA crew running in and out, and then you had Trent come out. Run-ins galore in this one.
And this may sound weird. I'm going to come out here and say, I'm going to admit, I 1000% love this match. Maybe it's for the wrong reasons. Maybe it's all for the wrong reasons, but I 1000% love this match. And you want to know why I love this match, Manny? It felt like I was watching a TNA circa 2009 or 5 or 6 or whatever year when Jeff Jarrett ran roughshod through the whole show. And then every end of Jeff Jarrett match will be 8,000 run-ins. And 2 rep bumps and a partridge and a pear tree.
I'll tell you what it did feel like if you were comparing it to early TNA. It felt like when it was Jeff Jarrett versus Christian Cage.
Yeah, well, that was every Jeff Jarrett match, Manny.
Yeah, but
that was every Jeff Jarrett match.
Like, Orange Cassidy actually looks like Christian Cage.
I can see Jarrett going like, we're just going to run that back, baby. We're going to run that back. Same thing we did. Just get it together, Orange. But
if I
enjoyed
see someone tap out, if I see anyone tap out to the figure 4 leg lock in 2023, quit as a wrestler. Quit. You quit as a wrestler because that shit does not look like it hurt. Unless you are Greg the Hammer Valentine with the shin pad and the shin guard to make it hurt more. Doesn't matter.
So what you're saying is Charlotte can't do her figure 4 anymore. If she does the figure 8, it's legit.
Yeah, additional pressure.
She had the additional double the pressure.
But if Charlotte's barefoot as well, you know that I think that hold is that 1,000%.
Yeah, it immediately snaps your leg in half. Yeah. Like, oh, I don't have to tap. I can't feel my leg, ref. I get my leg. Oh, this guy's paralyzed for life. She was barefoot when she did this. She's some monster. But I enjoyed the shit out of this match for all the wrong reasons and right reasons. I thought Jarrett was gonna win for sure, and every time that he didn't win, I was shocked. I jumped out of my seat when Lethal hit homeboy with the Golden Globe. I went, "This is it! This is it!" Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh!"
Orange Cassidy retains, and then we move into the next segment, which is the new name, the Outcasts of Ruby, Soho, Saraya, and Toni Storm. Ruby says once upon a time the grass was greener over in AEW till a couple of bitches pissed all over that grass. Saraya says that people
I was confused on who was the bitches. Who was the bitches? Was she talking about Tony and Saraya? Or was she talking about Hayter? Who's the bitches that peed on the grass? Who peed on the grass?
Says people should...
I was confused on who she was talking about. And was peeing on the grass a good thing? That's how confused I was when she said so. I was like, who pissed on the grass, and was that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm a little confused. Can you address? Who are we referring to? I was confused. I'm legit confused in this moment who the bitches were.
Well, I'm assuming it's the people they decide to run down AEW, the women's division. So Saraya continues to say they should kiss the ground they walk on. Without them, there would be no
somebody pissed on it.
She's a walking miracle, and the AEW fans are no good neck beard stinky twats, or if you're an American, twats.
Yeah. And then apparently she got fined for this one. We said twat on national TV.
I feel like being called a bitch is way worse than being called a twat. Or a twat.
No. In America, a twat is a rarely used curse word here. It's like saying cunt. We don't say that. We don't go that far in our cursing. That's it. What? Once you say cunt and twat, that's too much. That's too much.
I feel like calling someone a twat is the step before you call them a cunt. Over here.
Yeah, we don't go that far. We're okay calling you a pussy. Okay, which is the exact same thing. Yeah, we're okay calling you.
Make no sense.
Yeah, but we will not say the C word or twat. The C word is only known as the C word. You know, not like if you were to go to a public restaurant, Manny, and say, yeah, the waitress was a cunt, I think the entire place would gas in America.
You know what it is? It's the T. I feel like it's the T. The T has an added venom to those words.
I feel like it adds an extra level of spit when you say twat. Ooh. So she was fine and cannot say that, but you can say a lot of shit on TV, call somebody a bitch and shit and all this other stuff. Yeah. But if you say twat and cunt, you're out of line. You are out of line. This is TV.
Tony Storm says the fat AEW fans don't know what they want. They are going through the entitled AEW women's roster, and that's what brings out Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. They both get taken out. I need to ask you one thing, Marcus.
Yes.
If you take off your belt, how dare you get choked out by said belt? You shouldn't do that.
Yeah. I'm 100% in agreement with the heels in this one, because they ran out there. Two of them ran out there. They had a belt. I think they were planning on whipping. Who was it? Soho, right? Was it going to be a whipping? What were they about to do? I don't know what they were about to do. But when they turned their back and got choked out, I was like, yeah, goddamn right. I don't know what you were about to do, but it was wrong. It was wrong. Choke that bitch. Followed by the reinforcements. Rio. What you call it? Willow Nightingale. It was a lead pipe. And I looked at Ryan and I went, something about this isn't right. Where did little Riho get a lead pipe?
Paul looked bigger than Riho.
Yeah, where did she get a lead pipe? And why is she able to wield it like it's the Master Sword? I was so many questions of how many. This is like every week in wrestling, someone brings out a lead pipe to make a save. This is all wrestling, WWE, AEW, TNA, Impact, whatever. Someone brings out the lead pipe. I have never come across a lead pipe in my life that I was like, this would be good for hitting somebody with. Have you?
I have.
Are they just lying around in places? I don't see it.
Well, it's parts of like around a building site. It's part of the scaffolding. Mm-hmm. So they have those pipes. They're not always lead. Sometimes they're aluminum or aluminium. So we get to the main event. The chaotic main event, which we all feared for. The JAS versus the Elite versus the Dark Order. 9 people in this match. The match was chaotic as expected. The House of Black still managed to pick up the win. Hangman Page and his fight with the Blackpool Combat Club continues into ringside. And for a moment, Adam Page is standing in the middle, almost behind Kenny and the Bucks.
By the way, not in this match at all. Just fight. They were fighting in the back in the middle of this. For those following along, he has nothing to do with this match. And then they save him to Kenny and the Bucks. The Rapid Dogs of the Blackpool Combat Club are standing and they're like, nah, not today. Not today. It's only 3 of us today. We're not dealing with this today. We're badasses, but we're not badasses to take on 4.
I like how Danielson still exists in this group, but doesn't care.
Danielson went home, man. He's done with this. I'm gonna say nice main event, really nice ending to the show because I did not see that shit coming. Of the Elite standing with Hangman Page at the end of all of this, and I would like to also add the House of Black. You guys need to develop some storyline or something. You guys exist. This match was only existing so Hangman Page can get with the Elite at the end. You guys got nothing out of this.
I say this was way better than what I got from AEW last week.
Yeah, this seems like they tried.
Yeah, and then it was a good show for me. Let's move into NXT.
Great show, AEW. You rock. I just feel like to add that. I had to add that. I don't know why. Oh. You achieved a good episode. It's been a while.
It has. NXT opens up with Johnny Gargano. He said he needs to finish what started and finish his story on NXT. His story in NXT ended on a cliffhanger. Huh?
I was like, he just decided this a year and a half later. Well, I didn't finish my business over there.
Yeah, and then when he came back from Raw, it felt like something was missing from him. Grayson took his chance at closure, but what he did, he kind of respects it. So he gave him the gift of time to see what he'd do with it. He had 2 opportunities and he failed, and he whined about it. Then Johnny's promo was cut short because Vic Joseph decided was going on Instagram while Johnny was talking, and was like, "He's outside your house."
Johnny, yo, look at this shit. Oh damn. But so I follow Grayson Waller on Instagram. I don't know if you do, Manny.
I do, but I did watch this live.
Okay. The greatest thing about the live is that it starts 30 minutes before NXT. And I go like, oh, Grayson Waller's going live. I wonder what he has to say. And it's like, 150 people watching him live. No numbers whatsoever. So he's in there, he's just talking shit. And he's like, oh yeah, I got an inkling Johnny Gargano's gonna start NXT today. He's gonna say some nonsense. I'm so sick. And all he did, I'm so sick of this fucking place. I'm so tired of being here. I'm so tired of being NXT. I should be on the main roster. I should be at WrestleMania. Like, it's just like 30-minute promo, basically. Him just ranting. Anyway, NXT comes on, I flip it on. And I turn off the Instagram. I'm like, all right, I'm sure he's going to go somewhere with this on the show. Johnny's cutting this promo, and I'm like, where's Grayson getting it? And then Big Show, I was like, oh, he's doing something. I shouldn't have left. And then you go back to the thing. It's like 5,000 people all of a sudden in there. And then chat going like, oh shit, don't you attack Johnny's house. I'm like, someone should have called the police. No one is calling the police. Candice LeRae is not watching NXT, obviously.
So it's funny.
It's just a lot.
We spoke about this 2K23 story of The Lock, and this whole thing about Shawn Michaels saying trust the process and stuff in the opening set of the storyline is very much similar to this whole Grayson Waller story that's going on. And it's funny because you get future endeavored at some point during
so is that what we're leading with Waller? Is he going to get fired?
Well, it's funny because obviously you get given this stupid gimmick called The Lock, and you come out in a safe and you're wearing John Cena's padlock around your neck and stuff like this. And he's fighting against management for like, I don't like this. This is not me. But you've got Shawn Michaels kind of telling you to trust the process, and then he's essentially telling you to join. He essentially tells you to join a faction which is what I was saying in the ETE chat yesterday, which it was like you got a choice of either joining Evolution with Randy Orton or the new Hurt Business. And at some point, obviously, I was instructed to choose the Hurt Business, the Evolution, and you get stomped out, and then you want to address Shawn Michaels in the ring, and then you accidentally shove Shawn Michaels off the apron, and he hits his eye on the steel steps. So as you're going to check on him, Triple H is also checking on him, and then and then Shawn Michaels in his pain decides to tell you you're fired.
You're fired. You're fired. Get away.
But my save is corrupted, so I've had to start again.
Oh, you get to live it again.
Yeah,
you get to kill Shawn Michaels
so
again.
It's actually quite funny. I might actually put a stream. I won't necessarily stream it to the point, but I'll put it up. I might put it up, and then you guys can actually see the story develop, which is actually quite funny.
Killing Shawn Michaels. Meanwhile, back in the Performance Center, we're just gonna call it a wrestling match, even though a man's house is being invaded. Can we put all these Waller and both of them?
So Marcus, Vic Joseph said after they came back from break that he's still a little bit caught up with what just happened, but then he suddenly got over it very quickly.
Yes. Oh my God, it's a man in his house. Johnny's family's in danger. Moving on to the ring. We got action tonight. Yeah.
We got Pretty Deadly versus Gallus, and it was a really good. I felt it was a decent tag match, and the Gallus boys retained.
Yeah, Gallus boys on top. Pretty Deadly disheveled again. They're never going to get their tag team titles again.
They picked themselves up again in the back. Pretty Deadly, they believe Stand and Deliver need them. They're going to host Stand and Deliver, and it's going to be more like Snack and Delicious.
Oh man, I love these guys. I love them, and I wish there was a more pirate hosting, and that the enemy would not acknowledge them as the host of Stand and Deliver. It's like, no, you're not. You're not the host of Stand and Deliver. Like when they came out to do the contract sign, I kind of wanted them to fight some people off that just took over. Like I wanted to force them way into the host. It's a pirate hosting duty. Like Jim Ross and his pirate commentary.
Then we get Fallon Henley and Briggs breaking into Kiana James' office. Fallon finds Kiana James has a contract for a women's championship qualifier match. And then they find her planner and find that she's having drinks and dinner with Sebastian. Not the Sebastian you're thinking of.
No, I was thinking of Sebastian Telfair. I'll be honest. The former basketball player. She's having done Sebastian Telfair. I wonder what they're talking about.
I want to point out Kiana James has impeccable handwriting.
Yep. What'd you make of this, Manny? What'd you make of this?
I want to know who this is. And I feel like, because they said that she's got drinks with Sebastian on I think it's either the 27th or the 28th, which is another episode of NXT. I expect more recon.
I want the name to be completely different. But Sebastian can be anybody. She's a CEO, CFO, and she has all these jobs. It could have been anybody. She's having dinner with Sebastian. And it thanks for the roses, Sebastian. Don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but he said for an unforgettable night and morning. Sebastian stayed the night.
You never know. You never know. Sebastian could be a dog for all you know. Sebastian could be her gay best friend.
I don't think so. Shawn Michaels states in a tweet that they might have to crown a new NXT Women's Champion in a ladder match in Roxanne's absence because Roxanne is not doing so well.
Well, she's dead. Thank you, Miko Satomura. Why'd you kill her? That was a match. Why'd you kill her, Miko? Can't believe you did that. So, they have qualifiers the entire match. JC Jane is not in.
JC Jane is not in because she separated her shoulder, but the one person that should have been in is this lady right here.
There it is. Imagine what this black woman can do with a ladder. Amazing. What's this photo? I feel like this was almost your thumbnail for no reason.
It was, but then she lost.
I think Sol Roca has that Stacey Keebler win percentage right now of 10%.
Don't make me look it up. So it's Sol Roca versus Zoe Stark. Good match. Zoe Stark wins. Marcus, why Scripps now got a voice changer and speaking nonsense?
I don't know, but he was like, "You put on the mask, supposed to change the man." And I was like, "Well, man, I thought we were done with Scripps. The Scripps is back, and this time it's personal."
Apparently, Marcus, you know that guy? I can't remember his name. The fat guy in NXT that wants to be the super diva. Quincy Jones or Quincy something.
Yeah, Quincy.
Quincy
Jones is
now
the
has
producer of
because he now has a move in the corner, which I saw on the Twitters, where he grabs his titties and then slams them into the person.
Yeah, that's what I feel like wrestling went too far. There ain't no coming back for that. You got to kill the man for that. Sorry, shut up, Steve.
But he did that.
You got to kill the man for that. Yeah,
he did that to Scripps. There's no
Scripps has never been the same since. Yeah, there isn't. I'm glad Quincy hasn't been on TV in a minute. Or Desi Jones or OJ Styles, as you like to call him, never on TV anymore either.
We move into a triple threat tag match between Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Ivy Now and Tatum Paxley and then the KC Express. Basically, Paxley jumps off the apron in this match and turns on Ivy Now, screaming they were never a team. And I see her point. They never let her into Diamond Mine.
Yes!
She was just this side character. I'd be pissed too. Fuck you, Ivy Now. You deserved it.
I know there was opening in Diamond Mine. What, it can only be 3 now? Roddy's dead. David Kemp is a bitter bastard. I've worked out with you every day, and you have yet to send me an invitation to join the special group of Diamond Mine. Fuck you, Ivy. This has been going on for years. I've been your partner. But I will tell you this. Of all the things that happened in wrestling this week, did not have this on my bingo card. Did not think about this. Did not think of Tatum Paxley jumping off the apron. Not once in this match. I was shocked.
The thing is, for me, you specifically, it automatically jumps almost to the top of things that happen in wrestling because jumping off the apron is the best thing ever.
Yes! How dare you walk out when he pretend to be my friend all fucking week, knowing we had this match, only when we get to the match, But I want to also say this is the first time I think this has ever happened in a triple threat tag match. I don't think it's ever happened where someone was like, fuck you, bitch.
And then Alba Fire and Isla Dawn reap the benefits of this. And then we move into Tony D and Stack suggest to Bron that they take out Mello for him. Bron compares them to the Sopranos or the Godfather. Then Bron walks off, and then Tony D thinks it's time for some tag gold.
Yeah, and Bron, he wasn't old enough to watch either one of those shows. I'm pretty sure he has never seen an episode of The Sopranos. And he's probably never watched The Godfather. The man's in his 20s.
Marcus, I don't actually know what happened in the next segment other than they just started to fight throughout the night of Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough. I know that at some point Dragunov said he loves pain, but I can't remember for the life of me what actually happened, but they just decided to fight for the rest of the night.
Well, JD goes out there and he says, God damn it, Dragunov, you seem to be angry with me. It's me who's angry with you. You kicked me out of NXT UK. And then followed me to America. Which is a great argument. I was done. We had a loser leaves NXT match, and I lost, came to America, and you come like a week later. What the fuck? That was his argument. Like, why won't you just let me be? Just let me exist. I hate you. You took everything from me. And that's what this basically is.
Then we get the Chase U segment at the back. Duke says wins are everything. Andre Chase says Chase U was born, and until Chase U was born, and there was more to wins and losses. Andre Chase says Duke was just skating by, playing poker, but when he joined them, he is living and dying with every win and loss, and that's because for the first time in his career, Duke cares.
Oh,
Duke can't fuck.
He can't fuck. He can't fuck. He can't fuck. That's one thing. Yeah,
Chase U can't.
Yeah, they can teach you everything, but they can't teach you how to fuck, Duke. You got to learn how to fuck on your own.
And then Ava Rain comes.
What's that beef for wrestler's named Duke?
There's only one.
There's two. Duke the Dumpster Drumsy.
Oh. Nah, Duke the Dumpster Drumsy to the whole new level. He's in a league of his own.
If there was ever a wrestler to be called Dookie, it is Duke the Dumpster Drumsy.
Ava Rain gives Duke the eyes at the end of the segment. Wesley actually follow him all the day. Action gets himself in the ring. But Scripps pushes him.
You're not going to talk about
Shawn?
Yeah.
No, that comes after this.
Oh, it's after. It's after. You're right. You're after.
Yeah. Then JD McDonough and Dragunov brawl and continue to fall back to ringside. HBK in the back tells him the open challenges are causing chaos, but Wesley wants to prove himself. And I was like, and then Wes wants 10 of the best. For sure, Michael was like, I'll meet you halfway. You can have 4. We'll make it a fatal 5-way. I've seen how Manny reacts to people with more than 5 people in the ring. We can't do that to him. It's NXT, baby.
I feel like that last part was added.
It was.
Manny doesn't like this. It's NXT, baby. I don't know what Shawn Michaels you've been hanging around. He is in head, baby.
Hey, you don't know Shawn Michaels after a few drinks.
Shawn Michaels after a few drinks. I after everything. He's after every sentence, baby.
He turns to Dusty Rhodes. He turns into Dusty Rhodes.
You know,
everyone turns into Dusty Rhodes after a few drinks. Hey, Cody, baby.
That sounds like an amazing short, Manny. I don't know why. It just be, this is Manny. Normal Manny. Hi, how you doing? This is Manny after a few drinks. Hot dog, daddy! I tell you. He plays my computer.
To be fair, though, I think...
And then you dancing with Sapphire? Everybody turns to Dusty Rhodes when they're drunk. It's so true. Big witness speeches. Fighting in parking lots, dancing with old black women. Questionable decisions.
You have to do it with lazy eye, though.
Anyway, that broke me for some reason. That's true. Everybody turns to Dusty Rhodes with a drink. You get violent and dangerous and start talking about hard times.
I've been drinking. I still have to read these notes. What kind of hosting is this?
Classiness.
Dragon Lee spoke. So I think he's got a better grasp of the English language than Andrade did at this point in his career.
Everybody has a better grasp of English language than Andrade today. Andrade married to a white woman who don't speak Spanish, who I think she has learned Spanish just so she can communicate with him because it's hopeless for him to learn English. So,
you know, the last thing I remember him saying was, "Where is your boss?"
Yes, where's your boss, the Darby? Your balls. It's
When
not
is
my
your
balls. Where's your balls stink? I want to buy you.
Yeah, so he spoke. He said he's going to love it here in NXT after seeing the chaos that Wesley caused with his open challenge.
Yeah, you know whose fault
and
this
then we get
is for these open challenges? It's Sean's, Manny. It's Sean. Give me an opponent.
No, it ain't.
Pick an opponent. I shouldn't have to go
No,
out there and say I need an open challenge to fight. Pick me an opponent.
No, it ain't. And I'll tell you whose fault it is. John Cena's fault. He's the one that started this. He's the one that started these open challenges every week. And obviously Wesley was part of C Nation when he was a child. Because Wesley doesn't look like he's a day over like 20.
If I'm going to guess Wesley's age, I would say he's 29. Let's see if I'm right. I'm sure I'm right. I'm sure I'm right. I got 29.
He is 34.
No, he's not.
He is.
I just looked it up. He's 28, Manny. Oh, wait. He is 34. Wait a minute. I have two different birthdays. I have November 2nd, 1994. And then when you look on the right, he was born 1998 in Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, I can see that too. November 2nd, 1994. Or he's born on November 2nd, 1998. 1988.
I'm going to say 1994. I think I'm going 1994, Manny. I don't feel like he's 34 years old. jumping out the sky.
Yeah. He's got an interesting name, though. Devion. Yeah. I've never heard that name before.
Yeah. Devion Everhart Atkins. I don't see why he does not wrestle under Devion.
See, I believe John Cena is to blame for this.
Well, leave in the comments. How old do you think Wesley is? Is he 28 or 34? Gotta be 34, man. Get your life together.
We need clarification. We need clarification. JC Jane says Gigi Dolan isn't 1/10 as good as she is. Says Gigi's win last week isn't real news. It's just gossip. XOXO gossip girl. Says 1 minute into Gigi, the match with Gigi, she took a shortcut and separated her shoulder. Promises to break Gigi's heart and face once again.
Is it a shortcut if I defeat my opponent, Manny, and by breaking the shoulder? This is a wrestling match. That'd be like, imagine being in the UFC. I forgot, who did John Jones fight? Whatever. That's make him so fine. That'd be me fighting John Jones, losing to John Jones. Talking about, yeah, he would. If John Jones didn't break my nose and arm to start the match, I would have won the fight. He didn't kick my ass. I would have won this fight.
Kiana James versus Gigi Dolan for another qualifier match. Really quick match. Gigi wins with the abdominal stretch bomb, is what I believe it to be. Kiana James is then taken out by the witch detectives as Brooks makes a save. I'm getting beer burps now. Brooks consults.
Yeah, I see it. You may not make it through.
As they all bicker as to what's going on. And then Carmelo Hayes and Bron Breakker contract signing. Pretty Deadly come out to host a contract signing. Hayes says April 1st is a changing of the guard. He's taking the NXT championship way further than Bron ever could. Bron says Melo made the North American Championship the A championship because he wasn't ready for the NXT title. He wants to fight the Melo that defeated Ricochet and Apollo, but on Apollo 1st, on April 1st, Melo will miss.
Apollo 1st, get on.
They sign the contracts and Pretty Deadly demand more drama, but then they are put through the table, and then Bron Breakker and Carmelo Hayes continue to have their standoff. I thought this was probably the best Bron Breakker pairing he's had in his title reign, because Melo made that whole segment way better than it was.
Yeah,
like Melo is an excellent.
Yeah, it was a really good promo. It went back and forth talking about their past and stuff. Nice segment. to close out NXT. And it feels like the go home segment to the actual show. I don't know what they're gonna do next week. Just
the show's what, 2 more weeks? 2 more weeks before the actual.
Yeah, so I'm like, what are we doing with this? This seemed early, so I'm assuming maybe it's Trick Williams or somebody with Mello versus Braun or something. Maybe they do that. I don't know.
Who likes Braun? No one likes Braun. No one's gonna tag with him.
He has no friends. Or maybe they fight Pretty Deadly that week, because, you know, Vince McMahon is back! Champion and contender! Together again! The wrestle team up!
Marcus, you know that's going to happen. You know that's going to happen.
This week on NXT, I'm sure it's happening.
Or the week before, we're going to get that. And then Melo's going to take out Braun Breaker and hold the title up.
So let's go to the home invasion part of the show, where Johnny gets beat up.
That was the worst.
Yes. Johnny shows up about 2 hours into the show late in his home, and he's like, get down! He's like yelling the street, even though this is the year 2023, where you could have had her on phone hours ago, or she's just not picking up because he's having an affair. I don't know.
You could have called the police at any point during this time. You knew he was there.
Plenty of time.
You knew he was there. You could have called the police. There's a random guy out somehow.
There's a crazy Australian outside of my house.
They might
to kidnap my baby.
They might not come. If you say there's a tanned man.
Oh yeah,
there's a tanned man with darker skin. There's a tanned man with an accent outside my house, threatening my wife and child. They come instantly. That's how American police work, right?
I'm screaming. I wouldn't even say a tan man. There's a black man outside my house. I need you to kill him. I need you to kill him, Raj. Kill him. You're a police officer. I know it. Goddammit, you owe me. Kill him. That's how the police work in Florida.
You owe me.
If you don't understand the reference, Manny, all right, I'll break down that reference. That was Lethal Weapon 1. that was that reference was when
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you don't remember when Danny Glover goes to talk, or Sergeant Murtaugh goes to talk to Hunsaker. He like calls him and he wants to kill him for what they did to his daughter who entered porn and drugs and they killed off. And he's like, I need you to kill him, Raj. Kill him. And he's like, I'm a police officer. I know you're a damn police officer. They can kill him, Raj. You can do it. It's a great scene. I love it because it makes me laugh for what he wanted him to kill him for at the time. Like, oh, it was just porn. Oh. What was I? Anyway, Grayson Waller doesn't even get the drop on him. He hits Johnny with like one punch, and Johnny's like, what the fuck? And then turns around like, oh, that was your plan? And the entire time I'm watching this segment...
The entire time, you see Candice come out, and then she's been told to go back inside and close the door. But you just see her hover in between the space of the door.
Yeah, she's like, stop it! Stop it! Candice, you're a pro wrestler, damn it! Why don't you, one, go put the baby down, say, go in here, Mama's gonna go fuck up somebody. And we can jump him right here. If we're not gonna call the police, if we don't want to get the police involved, we're handling this right here. She can grab a bat or something. Like, I don't understand the confusion in the situation. Instead, she's just standing on the porch. Stop it! Stop it! Johnny, go home, go away!
Exactly, not even moving one bit. She's just standing there, stop it, standing on the top of the stairs. Nothing. Nothing.
She could at least turn the porch light on. Like the neighbors didn't come by. Yeah, the cameras never, the neighbors never came and looked at this. Seemed like this be a dispute, but it seems like it's another day at the Garganos. They fighting somebody. I don't know. Oh, I had so many problems with this, but it made me laugh. The entire time was screaming, "You gotta kidnap the baby!" Grace said, "Kidnap the baby! What? Make it personal! Make it personal!" Let's go. If we're going to go off the rails, I need you to walk up to Candace and take Quill and drive off with it. Let's get personal with this. You want your baby back? Yeah, you want your baby back, Johnny. You want your baby back. You got to beat me at NXT Stand and Deliver. I'm saying that's the route I want to go. Johnny's to struggle for a few weeks. I wanted a good old fashioned kidnapping. Take the baby. That's what they do in Australia. I don't know what a dango is, but I know a dango took somebody's baby. So I'm assuming he's a dango. He can take a baby. Take the baby.
You're confusing that with Fandango. It's a dingo.
Oh. Which one does this?
That's Fandango.
I'm sorry to mix up my dango and dingo.
Dingoes. We also left out Apollo Crews versus Dabba-Kato. This wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. No. Dabba-Kato wins the match, which I'm going to point out of the rookie big men in WWE. Dabba-Kato may be the better one.
Yeah, he's up there. He's ahead of Omos. I got him ahead of Omos right now. Shanky. He's ahead of Shanky. The skyscraping Shanky. Sorry.
Hasn't been seen since the summer of 2022.
I kind of just want Shanky to just randomly show up on AEW Dark. And be like, what? When did they fire him? Yeah, the news outlets never reported it. That's all. I would feel sad as a wrestler. I was released and they didn't put my name anywhere. They didn't even try to use me as clickbait.
My future endeavors.
Yeah.
No one tried to interview me on a random podcast or anything.
I'd have to get my 10 years on the indie speech for my push.
I really enjoyed this episode of NXT.
Did you enjoy it more than Dynamite, though?
I did.
Oh.
I did. Only because I was like, this made me laugh more. And like, AEW was actually like, oh, I have to watch wrestling now. This was like, oh, this is just pure nonsense for 2 hours.
Well, Keanu James my favorite Keanu James getting jumped by the witch detectives, as you like to call them. And then getting questioned, what the hell were you? I'm being jumped by these bitches. Where were you? Well, you had a title match. I've been trying to call you all day to tell you we can qualify for this shit. Where have you been? Not revealing that she just been snooping around her shit.
And then she was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna not take an opportunity at the women's title. But now that's done, we have a tag team title defense at Stand and Deliver."
Yeah. Are you gonna show up there? It just proves that what you call's in the right. Keanu James is in the right. Who cares what Bucky with the tag team champions? All of the people business. Fuck all this. The reason I'm giving NXT the nod, and I don't care. These aren't serious. No one's keeping track. The reason I'm going to give NXT the nod this week over Dynamite, which was the better wrestling show, I will say that, is because Evil Uno had no shirt on. That's the reason. If Evil Uno wore his shirt, they would have won. And NXT gave me a home invasion. There are two like home invasions in wrestling, which is always a plus, no matter what, and a strike for Evil Uno without a shirt.
Marcus, you were given a mystery on AEW Dynamite. Who pissed on that grass, Marcus? Who pissed on that grass? That's what you were given a mystery, Marcus.
Well, we know who pissed on it. That was 2 bitches. We just don't know which 2 bitches because everybody on this show called themselves a bitch.
Bitches. They said bitches. They didn't. They said bitches. That, as I learned from Gunther.
That can be anywhere.
That's plural, not singular.
Yeah. It can be any bitches. I don't know what 2 bitches was out there pissing on somebody's grass. And I don't know if it was Soraya or Tony Storm or if it was Britt Baker and Hayter. Don't know.
Yeah, so see the mystery of AEW's who pissed on the grass, which you highlighted on the show today, brings it up a little bit notch. I think I can forgive the no shirt wearing.
Yeah, but then they they also had QTR show on the show. That's also another strike.
Which Eric
They're not
loved
letting
for
the house
some
be a
reason.
man. Yeah, they're not letting the house be a man. The house. I still don't know why him and House. Why was he in that room with QTTV? How is this the follow up? Anger.
Yeah, it was a good. This week in wrestling has been good so far.
Yeah, these 2 episodes of NXT and AEW is reasons I watch wrestling. You get drama with
Mystery.
the elite showing up to make the save. Mystery who pissed on the grass. Who's Sebastian? And a man had a chance. He had a chance to take a storyline to the next level. He just chose not to. He could have kidnapped the baby. This is pro wrestling, damn it. Push the envelope.
And he also got Wesley being told to turn it down.
Yeah. Hey, man, what the fuck? He's over charges of killing us. Give me an opponent, Sean. That's all I'm asking. If you just gave me a weekly opponent, we wouldn't have this problem. If you were Tony Khan, we wouldn't have this problem because I would have started every episode of Dynamite coming to the ring like Orange Cassidy.
So yeah, but this week of wrestling has been good.
Yeah, I like to think that the main storyline of what we got from this week is that we learned if you have a drink in you, everybody with a little drink in them becomes Dusty Rhodes. That is now officially signed.
To be fair, I taught that lesson. That lesson.
Yes, that is a lesson that we all learned today. You all become Dusty Rhodes after a drink.
Like the video, baby.
Like the video and subscribe, baby. You're hotter than butter. You're hotter than butter on a wet knife. I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna say it because it's self provocative.
Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Dusty Rhodes. Ready? I already seen the video. I guess we can end the show. We're already an hour and a half in. We can end the show. Happy 316 Day, everybody. Don't turn into Dusty Rhodes tonight.
I'm never drinking again and reading at the same time. That was the most difficult thing about this show today.
Yeah, I was starting a group, drinking and reading. We're a book club that drinks and read at the same time. We never get far in the books. Chapter 2.
It turns into bitterness and making fun of each other.
Yeah. Look at him, he can't read. Sound it out. Sound it out.
Make sure you like the video and subscribe. We've got shorts and more content coming out over the next few days. We've got Raw is Retro this week. I can't remember what episode it is. I'm
sure Vince McMahon, Stone Cold are doing something.
White women's pre.
And I'm sure someone's lobbying to be special guest referee at WrestleMania 15.
It's either Big Show or Mankind. One of them. Yeah. So make sure you like the video and subscribe. Me and Marcus will be back in other content over the course of the week. Pay attention to the shorts. We out. Peace.
Peace.